afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Josh Guillory Show. I am your grateful host. And in studio with me, my main man, Jamie Angel.
What's going on, my man?
It is a great day. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Hebert studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Beal and Hebert. Give those guys a call, man. We are also broadcasting live on Rumble. I want to see you over there on Rumble. Rumble.com. You can chat us on Rumble. You can follow us. We want you to follow us. It's free. We don't harass you. And it helps us out too. So thank you so much. But man, our Rumble chats were going so well. Yesterday we were quiet, but you know what? That happens. So I can't wait to hear from everyone. So many things going on in the news. Unfortunately, we have to start off with some pretty somber news, pretty sad news. 5 soldiers have been shot at Fort Stewart, Georgia. Suspect is in custody, and prayers for everybody involved. Please take a moment. I think this was on the Post, right?
Yeah,
it was on Post. It was on, yeah. Man, pray for everybody in that community, please. Please pray for the Post, the base. A lot of people affected by that. I know it's five people that were shot, but so many people are affected, and this is going to have a ripple effect. Big time.
Yep.
Big time on Garrison for sure. For sure. Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. All right, guys, let's jump into some other stuff. All right, we Epstein. You heard of him? You heard of Jeffrey Epstein?
People have been waiting for us to talk about this some more.
Yeah, buddy. So I'm gonna kind of balance this article because I still have some concern over like the longevity, long term things like that. But boy, there are definitely some questions that should be answered. So let's dive into this. So UPI's Lisa Hornig is reporting that House Oversight Chairman James Comer, very active man, has issued subpoenas to former President Bill Clinton.
Not to be confused with James Comey.
Yeah, right.
Who's an all-around dirtbag.
Yeah, that's pretty good summary. Yeah, he's issued subpoenas to President Clinton, to Secretary Hillary Clinton, and 10 other major figures in connection with Jeffrey Epstein's case, or the Jeffrey Epstein case. By the way, including, check these names out, Attorneys General Barr, Lynch, Holder, Garland, Gonzalez, and Sessions.
What's that all about?
Well, they're going to ask them.
Why they didn't do nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Who you protecting?
And where are you at? And where exactly?
Call that obstruction of justice.
What? Well,
am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what Mark Pope calls it.
It's conspiracy.
Yeah, but Representative Congressman Comer also subpoenaed the Department of Justice and Ghislaine, I always butcher her name, Maxwell in prison, the lady that just spoke.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Well, anyway, through her deposition, but the deposition and civil mechanism, but it's on hold by the Supreme Court right now, could change. So, few facts. These subpoenas that have been issued, they are demanding documents and testimony, not submission of exhibits only. So testimony related to Epstein, Maxwell, and to your point, in the government's handling of both cases.
You know, if they let this Ghislaine Maxwell lady out, I'm going to be real all sorts of upset.
What if she spills the beans on everyone? What if she's the one? What if she's the only person that tells the truth and gives all the... Would you still feel that way?
That's nice. She's maybe making some goodwill with the Lord, but she enabled children to be abused. And
totally true.
No sympathy.
Yep. I just poked the bear with those questions. But yeah,
she ought to
absolutely.
do it because it's the right thing to do, Dean.
Exactly. How about a little amends? How about a little do the right thing?
Yeah, some remorse maybe.
A little bit of remorse. I do not think that I don't think she's going to get pardoned on this. I don't think she's going to. Well, who knows?
Who knows? Thirsty as people are.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Now, this is interesting. The DOJ has announced it won't charge anyone else, and it plans to release no additional information, which sparked all kind of outrage.
Why y'all didn't say that in the first place?
Lead in with that.
What you hiding?
Man, that is so wild, huh? That's kind of bizarre. I'm gonna subpoena all these people. Then why even say it? If you're gonna keep everything hidden, if you're gonna keep all the doors closed and you're not gonna open the hood and let us see everything, then why even announce that you're subpoenaing them? It's just like that's the same thing as saying we're gonna release the files and everything, and they didn't.
This whole thing for like decades has been the worst game of telephone I've ever. You know the game where you tell somebody something, they got to tell the next person, and by the end, it's a complete. I think that's how this case has evolved. It started as one thing, and then people just started talking about it, and over the years, it just grew feet, and here we are.
Here we are. I don't know. It's very interesting, though. Why would you even say it then?
He ran on it.
Oh, look. Did he, though? I don't remember him talking about it.
Like, when I'm president, I'll open it all. We'll release all the files. And then Bondi comes in. She's like, I got him on my desk.
Yeah, that was I don't. Trump is going to go bold. I get it, but there's mechanisms in place to keep those things balanced, and the Attorney General's one of them. I just don't know why she would have said that. I mean, what do you think that post? What message do you think that post sent? I got the files on my desk, and I'm about to release them. That's what it told me.
The follow-up tells me they got some communication problems.
I don't know, man. I mean, I love what Trump's doing. These little tiny hiccups, this one, I don't know how tiny this one is, but gets in the way of the progress. No one's perfect. Got it. No one's perfect. I just don't think we're handling this situation very well, clearly. Even if you have to retract based on new information, say it. Just tell us. We the people can handle so much more.
Speak with your mouth.
Than the elites think we can. We can. Both parties have them. Both parties have the elites. Small number. I don't even know how they have any power, but they do. But yeah, so Republicans and Democrats on a House subcommittee already agreed to subpoena the DOJ for the full unredacted Epstein files. That was a while back. Now depositions are scheduled. Check this out. Through October, Bill Barr, for example, on August 18th, that's 12 days from now. Hillary Clinton, October 9th. Whoa.
3 days before my birthday.
Whoa, happy early birthday.
Hopefully.
And President Clinton, October 14th.
2 days after.
Man, I mean, these are depositions, and no, I don't know if these individuals will ask the court to intervene and not allow that to go forward, but these are scheduled. So
maybe they'll plead the fifth, like B-Dan's doctors.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I mean, think about it. If you do, then wow, yeah.
I mean, release them today.
Yeah,
do it now. But what do you think the Clintons are going to say? Absolutely not.
They're not going to say anything. They're going to talk in circles and circles and circles and circles.
Well, we went on his jet a couple times, Hillary and I, but it was just to hang out.
Yeah. That's about right. That's about right. All right, so let's take a little break. Interesting enough, though, Comer did send a letter to the AG and said, demand it. Give it to us. Unredacted. So, hey, look, somebody's doing something. That's a good thing. We can all wrap our arms around that. All right, guys, we'll continue this discussion and so much more when we get back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Your hometown lawyers, Beal and Abear. Give those guys a call.
Notice something.
Yeah.
You do the whole, you wear a coat with a polo. I've been seeing a lot of people do that more and more. Is that you can do that? That's the thing?
It's hot. It's hot.
Why not just ditch the coat?
I don't know. See, I switched. Jamie bought me this shirt one time. It's a different brand, and I'm a creature of habit, and thank the military for that probably. But I was like, I'll try it, and I tried it. Now that's all I wear is those brands.
But you just got the coat.
Oh, my point is the coat. The coat helps.
It's like your whoopee.
Well, we are a professional show. Every once in a while I'll wear this, and every once in a while I'll wear a t-shirt.
Man, you're like, I can't wear shorts anymore. I was loving wearing shorts every day.
Jamie has to come in the office now. He's got to wear his school clothes.
It is what it is.
Doing a great job, bud. Hey, pal.
Hey. Well, he invited us to go on his plane, and Hillary and I, we're not going to tell him no.
He might think he's going to meet Lewinsky over there. I don't know.
Oh, Monica.
I feel your pain.
We had some good times, Monica and I. Oh, sweet girl.
We're talking about the Epstein files again, and we have Congress issuing all these subpoenas. And they're saying to President Clinton's AG Barr, Secretary Clinton, his wife, all these people, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, all these folks, they're getting subpoenaed. And it's about time we get some questions. So I got thoughts. I got two sides of the coin almost. No, we're on the same side, just different thoughts. Okay, so I'd say let's start off with this. Most of us would say it's about time the people in power start answering questions. Now, can we all agree with that? No one, look, Democrat, Republican, whatever. I mean, Democrats and Republicans have their name all over this. So we might, this is not a partisan thing. Truth has no party. Truth has no party. But I'd say it's about time. And if your last name is Clinton, you don't get a free pass, despite what you may think. Not anymore. Not anymore. Because there was a time. And this is not I hope it's not a partisan witch hunt. I don't think it is. I believe this is oversight. This is Congress doing their job. Okay, cool. If there's evidence. So the Clintons were close to Epstein. No one can deny that.
Real close.
It's a fact. Look, Epstein visited the White House. Bill Clinton flew on that plane, the infamous plane, and that's all on record. So you can't run from any of this stuff. Here's my caution, and I'm thinking long term, and I feel it. I feel it. The fact that we as a people have been lied to in this way, the fact that we as a people have been just totally disregarded over these Epstein things, just the whole lack of transparency, and then to have the arrogance to say, well, the whole world would have collapsed if we told you the truth. Oh my gosh.
No, it was me that.
No, you walked yourself back. I give you credit. But no, really, it takes humility to do that, and I appreciate it. But these guys, man, I don't understand it. I can't. But here's my caution to my fellow Republicans. You know what I'm probably about to say. We are not Democrats. Let that sink in, Republicans. We don't weaponize the legal system for headlines or revenge. That is not our play. It's just a caution. It's just a caution. Lawfare is how the Democrats operate. They have proven that. That is their policy, and it is evil. Rhinos use it too. It is evil. And it's a Democrat rhino policy, not Republicans. We do not operate like that. That is not our platform. That is not our belief. We despise lawfare. It's not how we do things. So, this is what I would say to these congressmen. If you're going to bring subpoenas, you better bring proof. Not speculation, not PR stunts, real evidence, or shut it down. because it just talks. It's the same as we always had: political nonsense, political noise, words that don't mean anything. Clearly, they don't mean anything. They told us we'd have the list. They told the public that we were going to just have it all. Okay. Maybe once you got in, you figure there were some sensitivities. Okay, well, then you could have told us that. And then we'd probably say, we don't care. We can handle it. But we can't be, just because the Democrat Party and leadership, not regular Democrats, I'm talking about the elites, the national DNC guys that control these rhinos in Republican states and cities and Democrats as a whole. Okay, I'm talking about your leadership. And I am by far not the person to defend the Clintons. Okay, I am definitely not do that. I personally believe they did everything House Republicans suspect they did. I believe that. But belief isn't enough. Belief isn't enough. We have to be the party of law and order.
What do you suspect they did? Dígame. Tell me.
You tell me.
No, I'm just curious what your thoughts. I want to know what you think the Clintons were doing.
Hey, I really don't know. I at this point I don't know. I have no imagination on this. All of this is sick to me. And I know for talk radio I probably could engage a little better on that and give the folks some entertainment, but I can't even entertain on this. It is such a sick thing and an evil thing that the fact that it's out there and maybe world leaders and maybe national leaders and maybe all these people were associated with it and you simply won't tell us is just infuriating to me. It makes me and others, a lot of us, lose faith in the system. I don't trust government at all. I was in government. I do not trust it.
Really is time for a reset.
Use Clinton's words.
Start it over.
Yeah, so maybe on a different day I would entertain. I'm sorry, I've been boring, but I just
wanted to see if you...
I want my fellow Republicans to be effective and not go down in areas that ruin our country, like this lawfare stuff. So if you're going to bring the subpoenas, bring the proof. Bold accusations require bold proof. Like, some things mean more than your political headlines. I still believe the country means more than my party. I still believe that, and I think most Americans do. I bet you most Americans could care less about the small percentage of elites that run both parties. They just don't. We care about our country more. Now, maybe not everybody.
Not that one Congress lady who I'm Guatemalan before.
Oh, yeah, you saw that?
What?
Yeah, what was her? Hey, guess what party she is?
Well, obviously. I mean, she should not be in Congress.
Yeah.
You pledge your allegiance to the United States, lady.
Yeah. You actually swore an oath.
She didn't pay attention. She wasn't listening.
We read up on that yesterday. We didn't get a chance to cover it, but isn't that crazy?
She didn't get the handbook when she joined, I guess.
Yeah. Then she was in Mexico, right?
She was in Mexico at some sort of liberal convention thing.
It's true. That's true. Now that I remember it, it was a left-leaning little resort.
Yeah,
BS.
yeah, all the things.
Oh my gosh, this is anyway. But I look. Our party has got to be the party of truth, even when it's inconvenient. I don't want to nail this, okay? And look, our sweet audience, our very smart audience, very learned audience, knows the Epstein files are rotten to the core. They don't need me or you or anybody or any congressman to tell them that. We know enough by now to know that. Pure rotten. All right, guys, when we get back, let's talk about there's this guy that has this nickname, and Trump federalizing DC, man. We're gonna have a blast with that. Phone lines are open, 232-1542. Give us a buzz. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Bill and Bear Studios here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Bill and Bear, hometown lawyers. All right, we're going to go to the phone lines, 232-1542, outside the Acadian area. Check out this number. Look at rumble.com right there, 844-766-6607. Go to rumble.com. Oh, I see it over there. Joe Biden's memory, lost memory. He's at it again. Look, what did he say over there?
I don't remember no list.
Hey, pal, I don't remember no list.
I thought we were talking about big balls.
Okay, but let me, I said we're going to have fun with this. What I meant was we're going to have fun with Trump's actions on federalizing D.C. Not the fact that Big Balls got the you-know-what beat out of him, okay?
A couple of 15-year-olds.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get him.
He was nearly concussed.
Nearly.
But he wasn't. Look.
Hold on. We're going to talk about it. Let's go to the phone lines. And look, we want to hear from you. 232-1542. Bring the spice. Bring the heat, just like Renee's about to do. What's up, Renee? What you got, my man?
Yeah, I've seen how the media handled that. I mean, when it, it was diverse. The other version was diverse. Somebody slapped somebody, but the media was all on it. It's like 500 years. It's like 100 years ago, and all this crap. Media. If it was Coca-Cola, or Pepsi, their ratings going down, they'd lose their product. But the media somehow lives on without no punishment, without nobody going to jail. The media gets to do what it wants. Like it's a free-for-all George Soros / communist movement. I mean, we should someday have. I don't know, when we have enough, a Bastille Day with the left. I mean, let's make it celebratory. Let's make history. A Bastille Day on the communists, won't care about communists, hit the hypocrite left.
Well, I'll tell you this. What Renee, I think I can summarize this. The media needlessly acts like a missile and hurts people without any regard to human dignity or life or anything other than themselves. And what I mean by that is either notoriety as the writer or money as the entity. Renee and everyone else, I ponder on this a lot, man, because the media has such an opportunity to do so much good. So much good. The difference between today and back in the day is we used to have journalists with integrity. And journalists that wouldn't go past that line. Like if they didn't have proof, they wouldn't say it. There's none of these rhetorical questions like the Current and the Advocate and locally and the news networks apparently. They don't look into it. They ask rhetorical questions because they know they can get away with it like that. That's the legal way to do it. To a degree. But just media wouldn't do that back in the day. And you had journalists with integrity. You had journalists that said, I'm going to find facts and then I'm going to report. I'm not going to write my narrative and then go find half-truths to prove that. That's not what folks want. It's not what the people want. Give the people what they need. Truth.
I disagree.
Oh, go ahead.
The media exists because of us. And Renee, I'm sorry to tell you, it's all of our fault because we tune in, period. You don't like what somebody's doing on a media channel?
Who tunes in? I don't tune in.
Oh, sure you do. You don't tell me you don't watch MSNBC to see what they're saying. You don't.
Good point. I do.
We all do it.
Yep. Good point.
We don't go to the Current to see what they've written.
I really don't.
Well, I know.
I really don't.
Most of us do.
Why? You're wasting your time.
It does, but we still do it. We feed the beast. It's our fault.
I guess
we give them clicks. We give them views. We give them hours watched. And guess what? They sell ads based on hours watched, people watching.
That's
they
true.
Don't care what your party is.
Okay, so let's not chastise the folks, especially we're part of it. Okay,
but they need to understand that.
Well, okay, they need to understand. We all need to understand. But what I would say we need to understand is we're not watching the news. So yeah, ratings are there, and the networks they're winning because they, like you said, they have the ad revenue. They got the clickbait. It's all entertaining, but we just can't, it's okay to watch it, but just understand you're not watching news. When you turn on KTC, you're not watching news. You're watching yellow journalism.
Commentary.
Commentary. When you turn on KDN, Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, big time. But all the local folks, and that's sad because local media is supposed to be where it's like the real honest stuff, no partisan anything, just like here it is, because you live here. But hey, look, regardless, put that aside. You know what I'm happy about? I get to talk to my peeps. Let's go to Matt. Matt, I'm so happy to hear from you, bud. What you got today, my man?
Well, I gotta say this.
Yes, sir.
As far as Big Balls is concerned, he's a skinny guy.
Yeah.
He should probably take up jujitsu.
Probably.
My son, he does it. He's a skinny kid, and you know
Hey.
what? He's slippery.
Let me tell you, you're right.
But he's
he
a
should
gentleman.
Probably, he should probably take that up.
He's a gentleman,
Yeah,
though.
at
He
least-
protected his partner. He protected his lady.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
he shielded
Well,
her with his
hey.
body.
That's the way to. He manned up. He did what he had to do.
That's right.
Oh,
Somebody needs to
Jujitsu
whoop
would've
their
helped him.
kids.
yeah. Yeah.
But,
Exactly. Exactly.
But the second part, with all this gerrymandering, I know I'm getting close to my time up.
You good?
All this gerrymandering, what they're saying, gerrymandering. You know what? California, Newsom, he got on there and says, oh, he changed the districts. You know what? Hey, didn't California make an amendment to the
Yes.
state constitution that doesn't allow him
Yeah.
to do that?
Very good observation, Matt, and the Governor
Let's think about
Schwarzenegger at the
that.
time.
That's
Yep.
right. We talked about that yesterday. I was we went deep into that. Yep. He's
Yeah.
undoing everything Schwarzenegger did.
But unilaterally. He's trying to do it through I take that back. He's trying to do it through referendum, but I mean,
You know they're gonna back
Exactly.
oh,
Control
boy.
the control.
Ooh, Matt, you just nailed it on that. That summarizes it right there.
it.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Renee wants to follow up.
Renee, you want to follow up? Boy, Jamie, you being nice today. What's up, Renee? Round 2, baby. What you got?
I've seen that the film with the several white teenagers beating up the black teenager. They gave out the names. They gave out who the parent was, the policeman. You know what? When I almost got killed unalive 10 years ago, and I was white, and black kids tried to unalive me, the news station didn't want to touch that. Nobody. They were more top secret than, I don't know, the Title V. The media is downright double standard and garbage. They should be made accountable for it. They should be lawsuited. They should be thrown in jail. They should be punished.
Well, those who lie and harm and hurt, that doesn't go unnoticed. Doesn't go unnoticed by the folks. Doesn't go unnoticed by a power that's much higher than us. So, but hey, look, we shall not judge because we're all sinners.
We tolerate way too much these days. We used to not tolerate ridiculousness. That was not tolerated.
It's true.
We have become way too tolerant.
It's we just lost our mind.
We're entertaining.
We have just lost
ridiculousness.
our mind. And like these university campuses. I wasn't in college that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. I don't.
I mean, I'm technically still in. So
I mean, I don't know. I started 24 years ago. That's not too long ago.
Some of us are slower.
Well, I finished 21 years ago.
In my defense, I'm working on the third. So.
But it wasn't that long. I mean, it's not that long. 20, 25, 30 years. That's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. None of us, like no one listening, none of us would have even thought that that UL or anywhere else would be shut down because of these little spoiled brat met with hippie trust fund babies that couldn't tell you what the truth looks like if it slapped them in the face, nor could they tell you what river or sea they're trying to tell you to go to.
But you can smell them by the patchouli.
Go to Bobby.
You better-
Mr. Bobby.
You better keep them away. You better keep them away from Cypress
Yeah.
Swamp there.
Yeah.
Smells like BO and patchouli.
I saw Tommy Lee Jones say years ago he's got a big, large cattle cow ranch out by Marfa, Texas. And he made a comment one time, well, a coyote eat a Mexican? But here's my philosophy. I trust in God, and I'm just about to drop the luck because, like you said, you can't trust government.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Unless I'm running it,
That's
Bobby. I'm kidding.
That's because you were in government, and if you said what you know,
Yeah.
It might piss some people off.
Well, exactly.
That's probably why we're not there anymore.
Hey, it's all
Yeah,
right.
but here's the deal. Trump got reelected.
Yeah. That means you have to run for re-election, Bobby.
That's enough of that, Mr. Bobby. That's enough.
You got to start raising money.
Woo. I'm here to bring truth.
Hey, we're raising money. If y'all want to sponsor the Josh
Yeah,
Guillory
please
show.
do. Hey, #1 in Lafayette Parish.
That's right.
Number one show.
Hey, how come the Army recruiter's not running ads on the show? Marines are.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, Army. You gotta. Yeah.
We
I'm gonna
got it.
get. Oh man. I'm gonna go fuss some Mr. Bobby. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's take a tiny little break. We get back. We'll finish this story up a little bit, and wrap it up and talk about our dear friend over there. He's just trying to doze and protect a young lady.
Oh.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. We are broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear Studios, your hometown lawyers. Beal and Abear, give those guys a call. What you laughing at?
We about to talk about some big burls.
Oh my goodness! All right, so there's this guy. Well, let me just say what's happening. So President Trump, he's threatening to federalize Washington D.C. and in this sense, take over their law enforcement. Tell them you're not in charge. We are as a federal government. This is Washington, D.C. He doesn't have to ask a governor or coordinate with a governor to activate National Guard or anything like that, or it's less burdensome for the president to do that. But he's threatening to do all this after a former DOJ employee, affectionately known as
Big Burrows,
was brutally beaten in the Capitol while trying to stop a gang attack on a woman. So here's these little wannabe thugs. Oh, you're real big bad. Man, you guys are tough. Beating up on a woman. Trump called out the city's failure to control violent crime, and he was right to do it. And he said, if they don't get their act together, he's going to take federal control and run the doggone city how it should be run. So here's a few little facts here. So Edward Corstein, known as Big Balls, was violently attacked while trying to protect that lady. Trump posted a photo of the bloody teen. We were just looking at it just now. Yeah, you can find that online. He's kind of bloodied up. I don't know. Still, the guy got beat up, man.
It shouldn't have happened.
This is horrible, jeez. But yeah, so Trump posts this picture. Bloody teen. Said gang members and minors over 14 should be prosecuted as adults. 14. That's tough. That's strict. And Trump warned, though, if this continues, I'm quoting here, I'm going to exert my powers. He's going to federalize that city. That's what he said. Federalize D.C. Man, if he doesn't do it, will it get safe? If Trump doesn't intervene, does anybody really think that Washington, D.C. gives a flip about law and order?
It's really sad. I used to live out there, and it was one of my favorite places to go. I'd take my daughter every other weekend. We go and just get lost in the city.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you can't even really just. I mean, we've been there recently.
Yeah.
You can't walk down the streets without, making sure you're aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, I mean, people living in it's living in boulevards and stuff and panhandling. It actually looks like
Portland.
Yeah, well.
Used to be walkable, but I mean, now you just soon take an Uber everywhere because it's safer.
Yeah,
I mean, you never know.
But here's my question: Trump's not the only president here in the recent years. Why is he the only one doing common sense stuff like this? DC, I mean, did President Biden live in DC? Did President Obama live in DC?
Still does.
Yeah, well, there you go. Did President Bush live in DC? Like, what? Why is Trump the one just bringing common sense measures? Now, admittedly, during Bush and probably during Obama, it wasn't as bad, not nearly as bad as it is now, but still, it's just another example of it's a no-brainer. Just do it and move on.
Yeah.
Like, not worried about your little bureaucratic process, not worried about your feelings over there because your power is being infringed upon. How about our power?
I mean, DC's probably should have been federalized from the start. I mean, I understand the intent.
Yeah.
But it ain't working out for them right now.
And it shouldn't be that big.
It's dangerous.
Shouldn't be that big. It's a capital. Why do we have so many people living in a capital? Like in a republic? Why? What? That's
military district. Yeah, I mean, that is the official military district of Washington.
Yeah. So I mean,
a lot
really,
of people living there.
So Musk got on X. He just opined.
He owns it.
Well, he does own it. That's true. And he said that Corstein was a Doge team member, so he stood up for him. He said he's defending the woman, and he suffered a concussion in the process, or almost concussed. Trump slammed D.C. for being unsafe. He comes in, he fixes it. Now, the crime wave, my understanding, tell me if I'm wrong on this, but the crime wave over there in D.C. includes a House staffer being carjacked, a congressional intern killed in a drive-by, and a Metro officer stabbed in the face. That's some lawlessness over there.
Hey, I apologize. Desi pointed out we may have misspoken earlier. D.C. has a mayor, not a governor.
Yeah, mayor.
It was just a mistake.
No. He doesn't have to coordinate with a governor.
Oh, okay.
Because it's D.C. So he doesn't have as many restrictions. He doesn't have as many steps or requirements as dealing with a governor.
I still apologize.
Well, what did we do wrong?
Nothing. I just, Desi's my dude.
Man. I love Desi. Desi, hop on Rumble. I want to see you over there. That's right by me. That screen's closer to me. I can't see what's going on over there.
Hey, but Joe Biden's lost memory. He says,
What'd he say?
Can a 14-year-old really fully understand their actions?
Ooh.
Juvie life plus some, sure. Adult treatment at 14, too far, in my opinion. Get the leaders, not the kids.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or go after the parents. Dang. I mean, where are these parents?
Where are they?
15-year-olds beating people up in the streets. Where are the parents?
Exactly.
Exactly. I've always been in favor of like whoop the parents' butt.
Well, you know my theory on that. I mean, and who's responsible for really, like legally? I'll take the rhetorical question out and just say the statement. Legally, parents are responsible for their children. You have strict liability. At least in Louisiana, I would imagine it's the same in D.C. I'm not licensed there. I don't know, but it's but parents generally have strict liability. Meaning they can be liable. We can be liable without being at fault. Our kids. And
do crazy stuff.
And dogs in Louisiana. Kids and dogs.
You got to teach them not to do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Unless they're crazy.
Yeah.
It happens.
Look, I'm saying we see common sense measures with tariffs. We're going to talk about that too at the next hour, man. I'll go ahead and tease it. It's going to be worth listening to. So the pharmaceutical industry, I'll tease it. Pharmaceutical industry. Anybody ever wonder why one molecule in America costs what, 20 times?
$1,500 compared to two?
It's same molecule in Europe, same molecule in Australia, same molecule in South America. Yeah, have you ever asked that? You see, in our country, we have been asking the wrong question when it comes to healthcare. We've always, ever since Obamacare, we've always asked, who's going to pay for it? Is the government going to pay for it? Are the consumers going to pay for it? Is it both? What is this? I mean, who's going to pay? That's always the question. And we never asked the right question in our country in the last 25 years, and that is, it's simple. Why does it cost so much? And when we break down the tariffs on these pharmaceuticals that are manufactured outside of America, it might be eye-opening for you. And now we will have the knowledge to go forward and actually defend these things with confidence. So, look, stick around hour number 2. I can't wait. I love those topics.
We got that special insulin here.
Oh, that's it?
That's why it costs more?
That's why it was developed by Eli Lilly and Company in the United States of America, and we have to pay how much?
A lot.
Compared to others. It's so crazy. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Josh Guillory Show. I remain your very grateful host. And in studio with me still, my main man, Jamie Angel.
Here I am, rock me like a hurricane. Dezio took your advice, jumped over to Rumble.
Dezio, what's up, my
He
man?
said, "Hi, Allah."
Yeah, there you go, Moon.
He says some people put their money where their mouth is. That former Doge dude put his face where the fists were.
Woo!
That kid has big balls, though. Too
No
soon.
joke, huh? Yeah, man, this guy, I like this character, this young man. He's a chivalry. Chivalry still exists. He went to defend the honor of that nice lady. I don't know who she is.
He's got a bright career as an influencer ahead of him.
No kidding, huh? I mean, the President of the United States posted your picture after you defended an innocent civilian there.
You it, man. You it.
You the man. All right, so let's go on. Let's talk about these tariffs and pharmaceuticals. All right, so I stumbled on an article from the USA Today. Ken Alltucker is the author of that, or the reporter, excuse me. And he is reporting, check this out, that President Trump is moving forward with tariffs of up to 250%. 250% on foreign pharmaceuticals. Woo! Smoke them if you got them. So he told CNBC this week that an announcement is coming soon. The plan starts small, then ramps up. Typical, I love this. 12 to 18 months. See, we ain't playing around. But you crawl, walk, run. Just crawl quickly. Walk quickly. Efficiently. So start off slow, ramp up 12 to 18 months, sprinting. With the goal being to end America's dependence on foreign-made drugs and force these companies to bring production back home. Employ our folks. Make it cheaper here.
But is it going to make it cheaper here is my question.
I think so.
How?
Well, I think if you force the industry here, we don't have to have the cost of doing business outside of America. I'm
saying these companies still price these drugs super high.
We're the main consumers. If it costs more if it's more painful to manufacture outside of America than it is here, then that will have an impact. They will move their jobs here. They will move their manufacturing here. That's all Trump's trying to do. He's saying, look, man, y'all are making it out there. We want you to make it here.
I guess my question is their costs right now are lower because they're using cheap labor outside the country.
Yeah, but he's about to fix that.
They bring it back here, their costs are going to be higher to manufacture these drugs. My concern is they pass that cost on to the consumer because we have very little regulation on drug prices in this country.
Well,
as opposed to other countries where you can get it a lot cheaper.
No. You're right on that, and that's smart. It's I would say this. There's a lot of assumptions there. I would hope that he thought about. I think 250% tariffs would probably make it more expensive to do business and manufacture pharmaceuticals outside of the United States as opposed to here. I would imagine that's where he got the 250% from. But let's just say not. Let's just say it makes it equal for whatever. I mean, it's going to have an impact. Going to equalize at minimum. At minimum, it'll equalize the overhead. In my opinion. Well, then we get American jobs. So nothing. How about this? Nothing bad will happen by bringing these here. And I understand what you're saying about the cost, but there's some assumptions that nothing else would change.
Yeah, well, in the report, it says he sent letters to these companies requesting that they lower gas prices to the same levels charged in Europe and elsewhere. And look, as a parent of a child with special needs that requires specialty drugs, that if she wasn't on Medicaid, we'd be paying $900 for one fill. You know?
Yeah.
And that's crazy. We should never be faced with that here. Not in America.
But we've allowed that to happen. Yeah. We allowed our jobs to go overseas. We've allowed manufacturing to go overseas. But I like how Trump said it, though. No, I'm glad you referenced that letter. So all his request was he's straight to the point. Lower your prices. Now there's some implied task there. There are some assumptions in there that they're going to have to eat costs somewhere, or they're going to have to make some changes, or Trump's going to make some changes. And that's why I say I get what you're saying about cost of business, but they're either going to lower their prices or they're going to manufacture here or they're going to face 250% tariffs. That's essentially what the president is saying. And again, I don't know if that will work. I don't know. You don't know, and I don't know, and no one knows because we don't have a crystal ball. But what we can say with confidence is what we were doing and what we are doing is not working. That we are getting taken advantage of. We're getting taken advantage of. So.
Oh, well, you were making a hand gesture.
You're good.
Oh, I feel a little better.
Good.
I actually, I didn't see this part when I was reading, but they quoted the president. Make no mistake, a collaborative effort towards achieving global pricing parity would be the most effective path for companies, the government, and the American patients. But if you refuse to step up, we will deploy every tool in our arsenal to protect American families from continued abusive drug pricing practices.
Yeah.
All right, I feel a little better.
Yeah, man.
He usually sticks to his word.
He
Except
does.
For the Epstein.
Okay, but that was an instant, and he actually played that better than he would have probably his first term. His people dropped the ball on the Epstein stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, Cash Patel and Pam Bondi. It wasn't Cash. Pam Bondi. Cash. Pam Bondi dropped the ball, man. You overpromised.
Yeah, and he's trying not to throw his people under the bus.
Yeah, it's very interesting. This is Trump 2.0. This is a man that's like, I don't have time for that. Like, I got one term to do what I need to do for the country.
He said, I'm 80 years old. I need to knock this out real quick.
I got 99 problems, player, and you ain't one. So, all right, just a reminder, a little bit of facts. So, again, we're going to start small, tiny little tariff on imported pharmaceuticals if things don't change. And Trump got straight to the point. Hey, lower your prices. Otherwise, we're going to have to do some things. We're going to have to see how it happens, see how it unfolds. But you start off slow, start off small, just a small tariff. Then raise it to 150%. Whew, and then later to 250%. And very aggressive timeline here, 12 to 18 months. That does give the drug companies enough time to move operations to the United States, albeit very aggressive, very aggressive. Love that, though. But look where he's targeting. Look where the president is targeting. Drugs made in China, drugs made in Ireland, okay, India. They've been acting up. In Europe, they haven't necessarily been great to us economically lately. All these countries make a fortune off the American market. So I applaud our president. I applaud him objectively for just trying to bring jobs back, trying to stop putting all these resources in countries across the world when we could be doing it ourselves. If we learned anything during COVID, please learn, America. Learn, Washington. Trump gets it. Learn what it means to be dependent on 8,000 to 9,000 mile supply chains. It wasn't pretty, and it wasn't that long ago. Mm-mm.
And look, check this. We're talking about great things. You know the president's live right now?
What?
You wouldn't know it if you were watching any other channel but
look at
Fox
this.
News. And
That's
what
crazy.
he's live, one, he's addressing the Fort Stewart situation,
Yeah.
which is pretty serious. The network should cover it.
Yeah.
And two, announcing $100 billion investment with Tim Cook from Apple in the Oval Office right now.
Wow.
Apple, who is famous for manufacturing their crap
Yep.
overseas,
Yep.
is going to
Wow.
shift some production here to the States. $100 billion worth. That's huge.
Man, MSNBC over there talking about Trump's approval ratings deteriorating. CNN did have, look, CNN.
Moments ago. They're not carrying it live.
Yeah.
They're just showing.
That's true. And then, yeah, man, I tell you what. But this is why trust in the media is so low. I mean, it was 21% a few months ago. No telling what it is now. But hey, look, huge win for America. You're right, man.
They don't even care.
No, and how much? You're right about manufacturing. How many parts and pieces of those products are manufactured in China?
All of them.
Come on, man. 100 billion, guys. Good job for our country, man. You gotta love our country more than you hate the man. Come on, my Democrat friends. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show. Guys, Wellness Wednesday later in the show today or after the show. I love it. Dr. Kevin, man, he's been helping me out a lot over there at Dr. Kevin's Wellness Clinic.
I'm telling you, one of these supplements he gives, I mean, it makes the world of difference. And I
crazy.
had a hard time drinking it. So I just started putting in a smoothie every morning.
All good?
Day and night. It's perfect.
I love it. We're opening the phone lines up early because it's Wellness Wednesday. Yes, my favorite time. All right, 232-1542 here locally, or you can call us here. Let's see here. There it is. 844-766-6607. We got some app chatters?
Yeah, we got some
Rumble chatters.
Well, app chat and Rumble. CJ, I miss you guys in the morning too, but I don't miss waking up early. CJ and Youngsville.
Thanks, CJ.
Back to Rumble, or Podna Cerebral, or Desi. Politicians push too much manufacturing away from America. Yes, Harbor Freight is cheaper, but who has inherited them cheap tools from their pawpaw? Made in America can't be beat. You know, he's not wrong. I sold a table saw the other day. A Craftsman.
Yeah.
Sears, which
I
is
just
not
think
even
it's
a thing.
funny because there's so many people that can resonate with this comment.
First thing I thought about was my table saw. That thing's like 20 years old, and I sold it for 80-something bucks.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Hey, a few more little notes before we go to the phone lines. And again, give us a buzz, guys. 232-1542, 844-766-6607. President Trump, now, he already sent letters to 17 major drug companies, and he demanded the lower prices, but he put a deadline because he's a good leader. Don't put out something without a deadline. September 29th.
He loves him some floating deadlines.
Oh, that is his negotiation style. That is his leadership style. And I strongly believe that a good leader must be flexible. And, you know, you get running a business is like running an executive branch, like going to battle, things like that. Like, you got to start off with a plan. But Mike Tyson told us everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. And guess what? None of it's really in your hands.
Yeah, but you gotta be flexible, and that's what Trump is. So yeah, move the target line if it's appropriate. Try not to do it, and he tries. I don't think he tries to do that. But he sent letters to 17 major drug companies, and that's right around the corner. Kudos to him. This is a man operating like, I got one term, and I know where the levers are. I've been thinking for 4 years on how to fix this stuff. But Trump wants U.S. drug prices matched to the most favored nation rates. Why hasn't any other president done that?
Right?
Like, think about this. Guys, I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Tell me how you can argue with that. To my Democrat friends, how can you argue with that? You going to call him a racist on that one?
No.
You going to call him a fascist? You want to call him a Hitler on that one? All he did, very reasonable. But this is a man that's in a reasonable offer with a whole bunch of might behind him. This is negotiating with strength. What I mean by that is all this might is he is going to use those tariffs to America's benefit. Why hasn't anybody else tried that? But take the tariffs out, just the letter. He's not even asking to go below. Just most favored nation rates. That's it. Meaning the same or better rates than Europe. Australia. Africa. South America. Like, we could keep going on and on.
You know, that's on top of all of the drugs that we pay for and send to these countries.
Yes.
It's enough. Why does someone in Haiti deserve a cheaper drug than someone here who's really supporting the company that makes it?
Let me say it differently. Why are we subsidizing the world?
Yeah.
America pays more for medicine in large part to subsidize the rest of the world. And I just would like people to ask us our permission before they take our money. And why this whole global socialism movement, meaning, you know, the people with more giving to people with less, without cause, all that does is keep people down. It doesn't allow people to progress. It stifles people, and it creates a world order, and they know what they're doing. Trump is smart in this sense for many reasons, getting jobs back, manufacturing jobs, helping us, trying to help others, but hey, it's America's priorities is America. And I don't understand how anybody on the left can argue with this. I haven't seen it, but if MSNBC or CNN had a chance, they would criticize this. Something would be wrong. Something would be wrong. He could lower the prices and something would be wrong.
Oh, 100%.
In the sky supposed to be falling? Isn't that what CNN told us? Isn't that what the Advocate and the Current told us?
Now, CNN say Epstein strategy dinner in flux after intense media coverage. Well, you think? Y'all dumb.
That's interesting.
Oh, we did it, guys.
Yeah.
We bombarded it so much we might have ruined it.
Look, let's go a little further here with Trump. So, most favored nation rates, that's what we want. That's what the president has asked for on our behalf. Now, that includes things like Medicaid, Medicare, private insurance, and even direct-to-consumer pricing. Like, he ain't playing. And it's common sense. And he warned, if drug companies don't act, he will use, like you quoted earlier, every tool in our arsenal. Thank you. Man, thank you. Like someone just, we don't know if this is going to work. We don't know if these tariff threats are going to work. But we have to recognize that we're getting taken advantage of again. And we have been for a long time. And it is not fair to the American worker to subsidize workers in other countries. It's not fair for American families to have to sacrifice to give to people outside of America. That's not heartless, just common sense. We have a nation. We're like a sovereign entity.
You been to the hospital lately? You been hospitalized
No.
recently?
Mm-mm.
Well, I have, because COVID took my hips. You know how much they charge for a Tylenol, a dose of Tylenol?
What?
Not even a pill. It's a liquid, so they didn't even have to do any work to make
What?
it. About $7.
Mm-mm. One dose?
One dose. You can get 500 Tylenol from the Dollar General for $5.99.
So, again, why are we asking who's paying? Why don't we ask, why does it cost so much? Why does that little one dose of Tylenol, that's crazy. One dose of Tylenol, liquid Tylenol costs $7. Why?
Because you got to pay the person to put it in there. You got to get all the things. You got to pay for the room it's stored in.
Now, it doesn't have anything to do with the pharmaceutical discussion we're talking about, but it kind of does. It's the same question. Why does it cost so much? Stop asking who's going to pay for it, because at the end of the day, under the models we've been subjected to for the last 50 years, we always pay. We always pay under the models that we have now. We, the people, are the only ones that pay. No, we, the Americans, we pay for everybody else's. We subsidize their medicine because we have allowed these guys to do that. And finally, we have a president that says, enough. Hey, it may not work, but we sure as heck ain't going to keep doing what we've been doing. That's like literally the definition of insanity. All right, guys, stick around. We'll be right back. Let's move on to a different topic. But, man, I can't wait. 232-1542. Can't wait to hear from you. Welcome back to the Josh Guillory Show.
Tell me again how I need to walk on a treadmill.
We're broadcasting live from the Beal and Abear studios right here in Lafayette, Louisiana. Beal and Abear, your hometown lawyers. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also broadcasting live on rumble.com. Yeah, so Jamie and I are just trying to figure out ways to take care of our employees. We care of them, care about them.
Yeah.
You know?
T-Don cares too.
Jenny cares too.
And T-Don says, let's see what pharmaceutical companies stock Pelosi sells or invest in over the next few months. You ain't wrong about that, T-Don.
Jeez.
Oh, Pelosi.
Whew, I don't know. Their stock prices might go down.
Oh, it's another place where you just get randomly beat up by kids or whoever. Crazy drug addicts.
Jeez. All right. Renee's been holding. Renee, what you got, Renee? Talk to us, baby.
Yeah, Donald Trump could use Canada and Japan as a extra weapons for the pharmaceutical company and have good, relations with them for pharmaceuticals. And the media, that's been 5 times in my life I had personal experience and seen how stupid, nasty, and distorted the media is. And on history books and channels, I've seen how nasty, deceptive. They should be held responsible. They should be held accountable. There's no sense in that. The police force can't do that. The media shouldn't be able to get to do that.
All right.
Should add extra law for that.
Well. All right. Well, thank you, Renee. Thank you. A lot of folks probably shaking their head. All right. Let's switch gears here. RFK Jr.
RFK Jr.
RFK 2.
Well, you see, it was just a bear, and we put it on top of the car.
Fox News reports that Health and Human Services Secretary RFK 2, that's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has canceled. Ooh, a lot of folks are going to like this. Canceled $500 million worth of mRNA vaccine research. Okay? Canceled it. $500 million worth. Now, mRNA, what the heck is that? It's a type of genetic material that's used in some vaccines to instruct your cells to produce a protein that triggers an immune response. So some pretty big stuff here. Very active ingredient for me being a layperson to say that. But HHS reviewed 22 contracts under BARDA, and I don't know what BARDA is. I'm assuming that's an act that...
It's the Biomedical Advanced Research and Development Authority.
Oh, authority. There you go. Okay, so some agency or some administrative state to hopefully provide some objectivity.
Bureaucracy.
But I do see a little note here. Yeah, bureaucracy, but it's the... one note on the article says it's the government's top science arms. Okay. All right.
Okay.
But it pulled the plug. So this entity, BARDA, pulled the plug on it. Okay, 22 contracts. This is one of them. $500 million. So according to Kennedy, the data shows these vaccines fail to protect effectively, that's the words he used, against viruses like COVID and the flu. Well, what the heck? What the heck? So, all right, few little facts here. Just remember, 22 mRNA vaccine contracts, they all totaled, so I said one, they all total to $500 million. They've been terminated. And this didn't come, it doesn't appear that it's come willy-nilly. My understanding is that the decision followed weeks-long internal review, and it was led by the secretary himself. Man, this dude, he is on a mission. And, Trump picking him to be a member of his cabinet, it's a lot like Reagan. Now, Trump and Reagan are night and day on how they communicate. But it is kind of very Reagan-like in the sense that Reagan wouldn't say don't go work with Democrats. He never said that. He said if someone disagrees with you 20% of the time, well, then they're your friend 20% of the time. Go find 20% of the things that you agree on to get it done. And I look at this with RFK Jr. Man, Trump and RFK Jr. probably disagree on so many things from an economic standpoint for sure, and maybe, I'm not going to say a regulatory impact because he's been pretty libertarian conservative on at regulation, Kennedy being.
Wasn't Trump close with JFK Jr. though?
Oh, I don't know.
For some reason, I bet Miss Judy knows.
Yeah.
Mr.
Hey,
B
buddy.
in Lafayette So speaking of pharmaceuticals,
Who's this now?
Mr. B,
Mr. B.
can they just legalize the green stuff and make everybody happy in the world and the world a better place?
You talking about spinach?
Spinach, oregano.
Spinach, oregano? Yeah. Hey, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. We'll see.
Slowly but surely, I guess they are.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming around the corner. You know, I would imagine.
I bet RFK Jr. and Trump would have partied back in the day. They probably did.
I don't know. I mean, Trump doesn't drink. Trump's
But
never
same
drank.
circles though.
Yeah, I would imagine. Socialite type
New
stuff.
York,
New York
all that.
socialite.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Kennedy said that mRNA vaccines don't help hold up against upper respiratory viruses or mutations. Now, I'm sure there's some medical doctors listening. I don't know if he's right or wrong. And
Dr. Bill Cassidy probably knows.
Well,
He's a
I'm-
gastroenterologist. He specializes in poop.
He cited the Omicron variant as an example. That's RFK Jr. citing that. Millions got infected despite being vaccinated, something that we all were questioning. Like, hey, hold on now. Thought that was supposed to do this. RFK Jr. said mRNA can actually prolong pandemics by encouraging virus mutation, something called antigenic shift. Wow. HHS will now prioritize whole virus vaccines and novel platforms that are more resilient. So it sounds like it might have been more of an efficacy thing and a safety thing than it was anything else, which is what you're supposed to do, which is what HHS is supposed to do.
Let's be real. Who's still getting the COVID vaccine?
You'd be surprised.
Please, if you are still getting, call this show 232-1542, 844-766-6607. Tell us
You
if
get that
are
shot, you give us a
and
call.
Why? Why
Hey,
on earth
hey.
are you continuing that? I'm still trying to get it out of my body. Dr. Kevin, coming up next.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. We should ask him to talk on that. The detoxing your body. Yeah.
He said it
No,
poisons your body.
No, he does. He detoxes your body over there at Dr. Kevin's Wellness Clinic. And one of the first things he talked to me about was the COVID vaccine.
Yeah. The vaccine poisons your body, not Dr.
Man, no, not
He
Dr. Kevin.
detoxes.
Yeah. But look, guys, massive shift here. I mean, this is a massive, massive shift. $500 million in mRNA projects just gone. And the great thing about it, not for political reasons, and that's what I was trying to make the point. You know, it's efficacy, safety issues. Okay, cool. Take politics out. Actually have an HHS secretary that does listen to the science, that actually does care about science, that actually does look at objective data and not political memos with directives and talking points.
Probably also has no financial ties to the pharmaceutical industry, the medical industry. At least we hope not. If he does, he's sure putting a hurting on them.
No, they probably have his picture on a dartboard, and they're probably throwing darts at RFK Jr. every day.
Next time we're going to infect him with something worse than a brain amoeba. They're plotting his demise, I'll tell you.
Oh, so RFK Jr., quite frankly, is doing what nobody in the previous administration ever had the guts to do, and I'll go further than that. The last probably 5 or 6 administrations didn't have the gut to do, which is admit the truth. These vaccines were overpromised. Anybody deny that? Underdelivered, yeah. And in many cases, shoved onto the public without transparency, without long-term testing. We remember all this. And for a long time, and maybe sadly forever, no accountability.
Remember that J&J vaccine? And Johnson & Johnson?
Oh, yeah.
You got to get 2 of them, and it's about a maybe 60% chance it might work, but you want to get that Moderna, that Pfizer, because that's the one that really got the kick.
Yeah.
Oh, the Moderna took my hips.
Man, and just to think the government pushing private products that much, paying for it. When has a vaccine been free?
What'd they pay per dose, you think? Well,
Something
Trump was president,
Well, yeah, but
so he probably didn't pay that much.
no. And if you look, what would you call it? Operation Overlord or Operation something?
Lightning speed.
Lightning speed.
Overlord.
Yeah. Overlord was
that
D-Day.
was World War II.
That was D-Day, wasn't it? Overlord?
so.
Yeah.
One of them.
Oh, 2 months ago, D-Day. August 6th today.
2 months ago.
Yeah, June 6th.
Oh, yeah.
D-Day. D-Day. D-Day, young man.
I was like, that wasn't that like many years ago.
Yeah, well, it was.
But the
44.
anniversary, yes.
Yes. Man, we had a great show today. I really appreciate everyone listening. Thank you to our chatters over there on rumble.com, man. You guys are active. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the callers that did call in. I want you to go check us out at rumble.com. You can see all our previous episodes, or a lot of our previous episodes. And, man, thank you.